Good morning, Giants. This is a special Veterans Day edition of BDTV. Today is Friday, November 12th, 2004.
Thank you for tuning into the BDTV Newscast, where if it's about you and me, it's on BDTV. I'm Kris Bereman alongside Ebony Strong.
Giants, as you know, tonight is the big night for your football Giants to go up against arch rivals, the Warren Central Warriors, and a chance to see who's going to the state championship.
You know, Ebony, this will be a win-or-go-home game against the Warriors. But first, Veterans Day was first officially celebrated on November 11th, 1954. Wayne Township's own Mr. Mabels, a former Marine, is one of the many to be honored on this Veterans Day.
Well, it's always a very important day to us to celebrate our country and what our boys are doing for us right now, and the troops in Iraq. And it's just a very proud moment in all the servicemen's lives, and an honor to serve our country the way we did. It is a very special time for us right now, and probably does have a lot more meaning because of what we're going through, and just remembrance of what happened back in the 60s and 70s, and what the troops must be thinking now, and how they miss their families and their homes, and would all like to be back here, but know that they're doing what they've got to do to serve their country. Times were different when we still had the draft, and the young men were being drafted into the service, and we fought for those times and have been through that, where our kids today don't have to go through the draft like we did, and I think they need to be appreciative of what the people, the veterans in the past have done to make it free, to where we have a choice whether we want to go and we want to serve or we don't serve. And I just think that they all need to realize what the young men and women are doing for us today to make it a free place for our kids today to enjoy life, and to make it a free and safe environment to live in.
BDTV would like to thank all the veterans here at Ben Davis for all their hard work and dedication to their country.
Now let's start to Rob with our top story. Rob?
Thanks, guys. Tonight, the Giants take on 5A defending state champion Warren Central, a rivalry that has been intensified over the last 3 years, but sometimes the events on the field have been overshadowed by conflict off, a trend that Coach Allen says he wishes to end as head coach of the Giants.
That was one heck of a high school football game on both sides. But this is what it's all about. Hey, you guys aren't the enemy from us. Okay, the enemy is in Iraq and over the other way. That's the enemy. You guys aren't the enemy. Hey, this is what this is all about. It's sportsmanship, it's character building, it's high school competition. We're going to pray together. One of our players is going to do this. It's a student-led thing, but I'm proud to say that was one heck of a football game. Great job, guys.
My motivation really, as first year's head coach was to in that kind of a setting, it always, kind of disappointed me that we had so many negative, fallout of the game in previous years, and I just felt like it's a high school competition. The kids here, they work hard, we work hard. Hate's not a good motivator. We may not like them in the way they do things, but we don't hate them, and I wanted our kids to come together and be able to understand that you can compete at a high level, and at the same time, you should be able to, when that competition is over and I've given all that I have, I should be able to shake your hand, look you in the eye, and congratulate you on the job well done, whether we win or we lose. And we preach to our kids that we play with class, win or lose. And I feel like that you just can't say that. And it's easy when you win, it's tough when you lose. And I thought our kids demonstrated great class in that first game. But we weren't happy with the loss, and we've been working all year to get better and to have the opportunity to play them again. But the last 3 years, the winner of this ball game is determining the state champion for that year. And so the stakes are high, and the kids know that. And both programs work very, very hard. And I think that anytime you have two great programs like this, the Bible says that iron sharpens iron, and they make us better, we make them better, and at the same time it makes for a great rivalry.
Coach Allen once again reflecting the class that is Ben Davis football. We'll have more on the big game later in sports. Now back to the news desk.
You know, tonight's game is actually supposed to be really huge for Warren and Ben Davis itself.
Yes, I really can't wait to go to the game tonight. It's going to be so exciting. Going along with the spirit of giving, the Ben Davis Senior Class officers have sponsored their annual Thanksgiving food drive. Each homeroom was responsible for completing bags of food to be distributed to the families for the holiday. Coach Kirshner has been the winner for the competition for several years now.
It's not really about being a champion as much as I go out of my way to try to raise as much food for people. We live in a world where we constantly want things from people, and we forget that we're here to give. The good Lord has asked us to give and help and be kind to other people. So it's not necessarily about winning the pizza party, although the kids seem to really enjoy it, but it's more about how much can I get brought in to help other people in the time of need. I would just like to encourage the entire student body to get behind the Thanksgiving food drives in their class, and that extra couple bucks that you waste every weekend on something, give to somebody who really needs a little extra help.
It's really good to know that the school is getting together to help families for the holidays.
That's right, and I would actually like to congratulate Mr. Kirshner on showing dedication on the field, in the school, and to the families that are in need.
Now let's start on over to Joey for tonight's forecast and this weekend's weather. Joey?
Good morning, Giants. I'm Joey Hansel, your BDTV weatherman. And at tonight's game, it's going to be cold. So you might want to bring a jacket or a blanket, or else you will freeze. And let's see our high, which is 45, and we have a low of 28. And here's your weekend forecast. Saturday, high of 42. Sunday, high of 48. And Monday, high of 50.
Coach Allen, I'm Rob Wook with your BDTV Sports. Tonight's regional matchup will rematch two teams that met in Week 3 of the season. Ben Davis traveled to Warren Central. If you can remember, they had actually tied the game in the fourth quarter when a couple of key plays, including this controversial touchdown pass to Warren Central's Jason Stewart, propelled Warren to a 3-point last-second field goal victory. Ben Davis looks to avenge that loss tonight in regionals. In order to do so, they may have to carry over some momentum from last week's 30-0 win at Perry Meridian for the sectional championship. We take you now to the highlights. The Giants started the game strong on defense, but it was scoreless in the first half when Robin McLaughlin found Demetrius Jefferson for a 10-yard touchdown pass. It was McLaughlin's 11th touchdown pass of the season, the only score of the first half for either team. But then in the second, Ben Davis comes out strong. Kaya Howard makes some nice moves on the near sideline after receiving the pass from McLaughlin to make it 14-0 Ben Davis. And then the Giants defense was once again stellar, posting their 4th shutout of the season, 2nd of the postseason, clinching the sectional title for Ben Davis. It's the 17th sectional title in school history, first with Coach Allen at the head coaching position. But come out and support your Giants tonight as they take on Warren Central. The game starts at 7 o'clock, and be sure to come with class. 2 Ben Davis players earned all-area team honors, including 1 player receiving the region's Player of the Year. Lauren Cheney recorded 35 goals this season along with 12 assists, earning her the West Side Player of the Year.
I think it was a huge honor, especially because of the talent on the West Side, and there's so many players like Annie that could have gotten it, and I felt really honored to be one of the players to get it.
Now back to the news desk.
Well, Kris, according to Joey, it's going to be cold tonight, so Giants, make sure you bundle up and come out and support your team tonight.
This has been a BDTV Newscast. From everyone here, have a great weekend, Giants.
Hope to see you at the game tonight. Now we leave you with the photo of the week.